Good evening and welcome to the Big Idea Pitch Finals. We appreciate your patience for the time we've been getting set up. We're innovating this year. We're doing things online, as you see, obviously. And tonight we're trying a new approach with YouTube Live. So we hope this approach works well to get great quality video out to everybody. Our host tonight will be Eddie Columna, one of the student employees here in the Rollins Center. So he will take us through this whole event tonight. He's an amazing student employee here in the center and will do a great job. I just want to thank the staff and everybody who's worked hard to prepare this for the Rollins Center for the event tonight. And thank you to all of you in the audience tonight, for the students who submitted, and to our founders, donors, and mentor network partners out there as well. So with that, I'll mask up and I will turn the time over to Eddie. Thank you.
Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Eddie, and welcome to the 2020 Big Idea Pitch. I hope you guys are ready to have an amazing night tonight, because I am. We have a lot of awesome businesses and ideas to go through. The first thing I wanted to tell you guys was about the prize giveaways. We are going to be doing 3 amazing prize giveaways. We're giving away not an Apple Watch. We don't have that kind of money. Well, we do have that kind of money, but we want to use that to fund your businesses. We are giving away a smartwatch. We're giving away earphones, and we're giving away a Google Nest Home. That is going to be the grand prize for tonight. I wanted to start off by telling you guys a little bit about the Rollins Center and what the Rollins Center is. Basically, what we do here at the Rollins Center for Entrepreneurship and Technology is we help you to start businesses by providing you with the tools that you guys need to start those businesses, such as classes, competition, mentoring events, and competitions just like this one. We're going to watch a video, if I'm not mistaken, and let me know when that video is going.
Big Idea Pitch 2019 winner is Traffic Genius.
Awesome. So I hope you understood a little bit about what we do here at the Rollins Center. Simply, again, we help students start businesses. That is our motto, and that's what we're here to do. Um, as I said, we provide classes, competition, mentors, and events like this one, the Big Idea Pitch. The Big Idea Pitch is a part of the the Miller Competition Series, which is a 3-part competition where students go, submit ideas, build up their businesses, and then compete to win some funding for those ideas. We want to make sure that you guys are up to date with all of our events, and the way you can do that is by pulling out your phone, taking out Instagram, and following us on Instagram at BYU Rollins. Again, at BYU Rollins. That is how you can stay up to date with everything going on at the Rollins Center. Again, so the Big Idea Pitch is a 90-second pitch competition where we see videos from students across campus. We see their kind of ingenuity and the things that they're able to come up with. We had 450 submissions this year, and we had a lot of really good submissions, videos, and business ideas, but only 30 made it, and we're here to present that to you tonight. Those ideas will be judged by our amazing judges who are part of the group called the Founders Group here at the Rollins Center. And these are very successful entrepreneurs who donate to the Rollins Center and make competitions like this possible. I want to go over the prize structure, exactly how you guys will be seeing who wins tonight and how much money they win. As you can see on the screen, there's going to be, well, there's 30 winners. So congratulations if you made it here. But the top 10 are going to be receiving the following prizes. Number one is going to receive $1,000. Number two, 800, three, 600, fourth place, 500, fifth place, $400, and then the rest of the top 10 will get $300 each. And then from there and on and downward, you guys will receive an honorable mention and a pretty penny of $200. Those are cash prizes. We will also be giving out prizes for each individual colleges. As you can see on the screen, every college has gives you a chance to win an extra $200. And I will be presenting those at the end of the competition. Let's see. We want to introduce our amazing judges. And again, these are people from our Founders Network who are really successful entrepreneurs who know what they're doing and who are judging these videos. Let's see. 1 second. I don't know about you guys, but this online technology platform thing is really hard. But I think we are going to get those right now. Do we have the judges' information or? No judges' information. The judges, just trust me, the judges are amazing. I think we are going to talk a little bit about the prizes that we're going to give again. The prizes are a smartwatch, wireless headphones, and a Google Nest Home. Please, the way that you enter in to win these prizes is you go to bit.ly/BIP prizes. Enter in your net ID, and this is for BYU students only. You enter in your net ID, and then you can enter in to win those prizes. And we're going to be giving them away throughout the night. All right, so I think we are ready to get started with the first 5 videos, the first 5 submissions of the big idea pitch, and then we'll come back and see what happens.
Thank you to Cade Blazard and Isabel Henry for choosing me to present for our group, 7 days. So 7 days are wearable, refillable, and scented jewelry that lasts for, you guessed it, 7 days. So here's the problem with perfume. The average perfume only lasts anywhere between 3 and 12 hours, which is where 7 days comes in, because our perfume lasts for, you guessed it, 7 days. And we know that this is a marketable product because the perfume industry is estimated at roughly $30 billion annually and continues to grow. And as well, 79% of fragrance users own between 2 and 10 bottles. So these things continue to sell. There's a large market for them, and ours comes in as a unique product because it lasts 7 times longer than the average perfume. So like we mentioned earlier, 7 days are attractive, refillable, and wearable scents that they'll come in necklaces and also in earrings. And we did our own validation on this, and 75% of respondents reacted positively when asked if this solved a perfume pain that they had. And our market, those that we'll be selling to will be women that are 18 to 35 years old, students in fascist conscience, ballers on a budget. Thank you.
One day I was wearing my recently purchased glasses and I realized I was already regretting my decision and wished I could switch out my style. I then started to research my problem and see if other people also were experiencing this type of problem. I did a survey and went to face-to-face contact with 130 strangers and found that 86% of those people wish that they too could change their style and or color frequently. As I continued my market research, I found that online sales for glasses has been growing at a rate of 3.5% per year. This showed me that the online market can still be disrupted and that there's a potentially huge market if I can nail my solution. Adapt Glasses is an interchangeable frame for your glasses. It allows the user to switch between their frames at ease. Also, with the lower half of the frame being an optional piece, they are able to mix and match different colors and styles, giving the user the ability to adapt to any circumstance. After showing these ideas to 65 people, my wow factor score is a 7.8, which shows me people want these glasses and they want to be able to adapt.
My name is Nathan Coleman, and I have an innovative method of automating the 3D printing process. As you can see here, the market for 3D printing has increased steadily over the last several years and is projected to increase even more in the future. This is because many companies have found it the cheapest way to prototype new designs quickly and efficiently. A key problem in 3D printing comes from the actual process itself, as layers are built up on top of each other to produce a three-dimensional object. Once this object has been printed, it's stuck tightly to the build surface. This requires a person to manually remove it, which takes time and resources away from a company. My method is a way to automate this so that no human interaction would be necessary in order to remove a 3D print that has finished and start a new 3D print. The way that this is accomplished is, as you can see in this model, the build plate, that surface has holes in it, which pins can come through and automatically push that piece off. This does not exist in the 3D printing community. No company is using this technology, nor has a patent for it. And this could severely increase the efficiency of that process and help many companies out. The target for this technology is companies that are constantly prototyping new parts, such as car companies and aerospace companies. This technology works. I've prototyped it. I've tested it out on my own 3D printer, and it has a lot of potential. It just needs a little bit more refinement and some marketing to get it to the companies that can really make the best use of it.
Hi, my name is Josh. My company is AutoMobile. It's a company run from an app that allows you to get all of your regular car maintenance needs fulfilled right from the convenience of your own driveway. Many of you recognize this app. That's right, it's Amazon for your phone. For you and me and millions of others around the world, consumer habits have changed drastically due to an increased need for convenience, due to better technology, or even huge health concerns like we're all experiencing now with COVID-19. So many essential services are being completed remotely, and it's changing lives. You know, one more essential service that would be nice to have done remotely? That's right, car maintenance. All of us have experienced the huge pain of spending hours taking our cars in to get routine maintenance done. We've also experienced pains of not knowing much about the vehicle themselves, or when to take them in, or when to replace parts. And because of that, many of us have also been taken advantage of by getting things upsold to us, services and parts that we weren't even sure we needed, but did anyway because they know better than us, right? No longer. AutoMobile is here to totally revolutionize the way that you experience car maintenance by saving you time and the frustration of taking things in. Now, for things like flat tires, oil changes, or even a squeaky clean detailing, AutoMobile is just one quick way to help you get all that stuff done. AutoMobile is dedicated to make sure the vehicle you rely on every day to live your life lives as well as you do.
Rock climbing is enjoyed by millions of Americans each year, and its popularity is on the rise. The indoor climbing industry in the US is valued at nearly $1 billion, and the actual value of this industry as a whole is much larger because it's just hard to gather data on outdoor climbing. The commercial climbing industry in 2017 grew by 10% and then by another 12% in 2018. I conducted 9 face-to-face interviews where I asked climbers about their struggles in climbing, and every one of these interviewees mentioned their feet hurting because of their climbing shoes. And these climbers wear climbing shoes that are anywhere from a half size to 2 whole sizes smaller than their actual shoe size. And this allows increased sensitivity in their toes to feel for footholds, but it also causes a lot of pain. And also studies have actually shown that climbers deal with foot and ankle pathology due to their climbing shoes, and there's whole websites dedicated to this topic. My proposed solution is Bashies. The Bashies are thin silicone toe caps that alleviate the pressure that's put on climbers' toes because of their climbing shoes. The soft gel material provides just a little bit more cushion so that they can enjoy a more comfortable climb, and the thin design makes it so they don't have to sacrifice their feel on the wall. Thanks for listening.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back. All right, what did you guys think of those 5 videos? Weren't they amazing? I think they were. Okay, I'm going to remind you guys of a couple of things. Number 1, this is the link for the prizes. You do not want to miss this. If you missed the cash money because your idea was not good enough, then you at least want to get this. I'm literally kidding. Your idea was great. Okay, you guys ready for the link? I'm going to say it again. bit.ly/BIP prizes. bit.ly/BIP prizes. That's the link for the prizes for tonight, guys. Okay, so this is now the time. Judges, input your scoring, please. You'll have about a minute or two just to input the scoring. And while the judges do that, I want to go over one of the amazing, during these breaks, I'm going to go over what we do in specific here in the Rollins Center. There are a couple things. Again, one of the big things, you're at here tonight. It's an event. This is a competition. Again, this is the Big Idea Pitch. And the Big Idea Pitch is a part of a 3-part competition series. Number 1 is a Big Idea Pitch. Number 2 is a new event, or is a big, what's it called again? I work here, I don't remember. I think it's called the Business Model Competition. And then the third one is New Venture Challenge. The Big Idea Pitch is all about having a big idea. Number 2, business model competition is how can you validate that idea? How can you go out there and find out these customers and find out the problem that you're having, validate that problem, and then come back and show us how you did. And the last one, New Venture Challenge, is all about creating an actual business and going out and finding customers and selling and taking this idea that you once had all the way through to this amazing business. You don't have to, participate in the Big Idea Pitch to go into the BMC or the NVC. You can go in whenever you want, but it does give you an advantage if you do. It does give you ability to go over your idea if you come into this competition. But at the Rollins Center, that's kind of the big series of competitions we do, the Miller Series competition. I'm going to say it one more time because I know you guys are wondering what the link is for the prizes. It's bit.ly/BIP prizes. It's going to be in the chat, so look up in the chat. By the way, I wanted to say the names of the 5 companies that we heard from. That was 7 Days, Adapt Glasses, APR/L, and then Auto Mobile and Bashies. Those were the 5 businesses that we heard from. Judges, I hope that you're done inputting your scores. If not, please pay attention to the next 5 videos that we're going to go see. And these are the following videos, so pay attention. Better Balance, Bounce Computing Project, Code Health, Content Lab, and Data Dashboard. Those are the 5 companies, those are the 5 pitches we're going to be listening to next. And here we are.
I once met a panicking mother who told me that her son was in the hospital because of out-of-control blood sugars and she didn't know what to do. Families like hers can't always afford insulin, yet diabetics need extra insulin to help their bodies process the spikes in blood sugar at meals. Most insulin today costs over $1,000 a month, and even with insurance, that's a lot. With over 100 million diabetics in America alone, this massive cost is a massive problem. There are cheap drugs that help lower blood sugar so you don't need as much insulin, but they have unwelcome side effects like nausea and diarrhea. So why use meds at all when there's a delicious, healthy, and even more effective way to moderate blood sugar at meals? Better Balance is a sparkling beverage that uses natural ingredients to reduce blood sugar spikes rather than mystery chemicals. It's made simply of sparkling water, fruit extracts, white balsamic vinegar, and amla fruit. Recent research shows that drinking just 2 teaspoons of vinegar at a meal dramatically reduces blood sugar spikes and lowers insulin resistance, the root problem of type 2 diabetes. Amla, or Andean gooseberries, have a similarly profound effect. Studies have shown that both amla and vinegar have worked better than leading medications without the side effects. Just 1 drink at meal improves health and lowers insulin costs. After my diabetic dad started making them this summer, he was so happy with the effects that vinegar and amla are now part of almost every meal he eats. In fact, they're so delicious that the rest of us drink them with him. It's changed my dad's life, and with Better Balance, diabetics have a better solution for naturally managing.
In the United States, reliable internet access is a fundamental part of our everyday lives. However, accessing the internet is not a privilege shared worldwide. In Africa, only 41% of the population is estimated to use the internet, even occasionally. With access to the internet, children will be able to learn and receive their education remotely. Farmers will be able to receive weather forecasts. those suffering from disease could communicate with a doctor living miles away. My idea, the Bounce Computing Project, aims to provide the tools to access the internet to a larger percentage of Africans than ever before. The market for an ultra-budget computer is poised for massive growth. Countries like Tanzania, the DRC, and Nigeria are expected to grow exponentially in both population and GDP over the coming years. Of course, for the computers to be useful to these audiences, broadband or other internet infrastructure must also expand. Fortunately, companies like SpaceX's Starlink and organizations like the UN's International Telecommunication Union have made providing these services a priority and are rapidly expanding internet services to the African population. My intent is to provide the largest possible population with the tools necessary to access these internet services. I intend to minimize hardware costs by leaning on the world's growing cloud computing resources. Instead of providing processing power to complete tasks, my plan is to provide a computer that will simply submit a request to a cloud computing service. The server will complete the task, something like loading a web page, and then send the result back to the user's monitor. This massively reduces the computing power of the laptop and therefore the cost, while still maintaining capability.
Imagine you have a surgery in Provo, but then on vacation in Florida, you have an emergency and are sent to the local hospital. But in order to give you the care that you need, they need information on your surgery in Provo. But due to complexities in the system, they aren't able to get your health records in time. Due to similar situations, there are nearly 200,000 deaths every year. It all comes back to medical records. Every time you visit a doctor, a record of that visit is kept. That record is very important to give you the future care that you need. The problem is that healthcare records are not easily transferable due to HIPAA laws, and the average person visits around 19 different doctors in their lifetime, resulting in their records being spread out in several locations. Imagine if the airline industry worked this way. Every time you booked a flight, you would need to book with a different company from each layover and then a separate company just to get your bags across. That would be unnecessarily difficult. So why does healthcare work this way? Well, this is where Code Health comes in. Code Health would be a database in which you would obtain your health records every time you visit a doctor, store them, and then share them with future healthcare providers all at the click of a button. This would be a huge benefit to all consumers of healthcare. The need to fill out paperwork during each doctor's visit would be eliminated, as well as creating a much safer and easier to use healthcare system. And on the flip side, it would also be very beneficial to healthcare providers, as it would increase the quality of their care, which in turn would draw more patients to their facilities, thus increasing profitability. Due to this, the market for Code Health would be both healthcare providers as well as patients, but in the end it is a benefit to everyone, as it would save 200,000 lives every year.
Hello, my name is Spencer Willits, and I'm here to tell you about Content Lab. So currently around 57% of the public subscribe to some form of a streaming service, with the average person using 4 streaming services. And thanks to COVID, the average person is streaming 8 hours of content per day. Now, this is creating a problem. That problem being that streaming services cannot keep up with the demand for quality original content. I'm sure we've all felt this after not being able to find a new show to watch and resorting to watching all 9 seasons of The Office for the 4th time this year. Now, the US media and entertainment companies spent over $120 billion on original content, including movies and TV shows, in 2019, with some of the big players like Amazon Prime spending $6 billion, Hulu $3 billion, and Netflix $15 billion on purchasing already produced movies and TV shows, or purchasing the rights to produce a movie or TV show idea and then developing it themselves. In order to keep up with demand, our solution is Content Lab. Content Lab is a streaming content incubator. Twice a year, we invest a small amount of money into 30 teams of the film industry's most promising producers, writers, and directors. We then bring them into our intensive 3-month program where we provide the equipment, mentorship, and networking they need in order to further develop their movie or TV show pilot, script, or idea. At the end of the 3 months, we bring buyers in from the top streaming services to hear pitches from each of our teams. When a streaming service purchases or invests in an idea, we take a portion of the deal. This helps producers, writers, and directors by giving them opportunity in the industry, while at the same time helping streaming services provide high-quality, original content to consumers. Thank you.
So in 2016, the European Union adopted the GDPR. And these were regulations about data privacy, and exploded a conversation about data privacy, why that's so important, what that does. In America, we talked about this a lot, and most Americans, according to the Pew Research Center, understand that this is a huge issue, that so many companies and the government is tracking so much about them. But most Americans also have no idea what the government is tracking and what they're using that data for. So let's imagine a world where you had the same view as companies did on you, where you understood what advertisers were thinking about you at the same time. You would probably learn a lot about yourself. And I can imagine you'd be pretty interested in that. Well, it turns out most of your data is actually saved on your computer. The personal data that you give out is saved on your computer, not on a server or for companies to access later on. It's called cookies. You've probably seen accept cookies banners that are on every website because it's the data that they store about you on your computer. So let's picture a software that took that data, interpreted it, and spit it back out to you, where you could see what's being collected on you, and you could see, you could understand what companies are thinking about you. You understand why they're using that data, why it's important. We call it the data dashboard. It's a dashboard where you can understand everything. And then you can even go through and you can delete the personal data that's saved on your computer that you don't want advertisers knowing about you. It's an awesome solution to a problem that we all have. We all use the internet and we all give out data.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Big Idea Pitch. We just heard. You guys hear me? We live? All right. I think we're live. Awesome. Welcome back, guys. Hope you enjoyed those videos. Those were Better Balance, Balanced Computing Project, Code Health, Content Lab, and Data Dashboard. Judges, now is the time for you to input your scores. You'll have about a minute. While we do that, we are going to do a prize giveaway. I need everyone at home to do a drum roll, please. I cannot do it. I have things in my hand, so I cannot do it for myself. So please, let's see. And the winner of the wireless earbuds is Eddie. No, I'm just kidding. It's not Eddie. That's me. Is Mirka Sansores. Mirka Sansores. I'm really mispronouncing that right now. That is very unfortunate. But Mirka Sansores, please come into the office sometime within the next week to claim your wireless earbuds. We good? Okay. Judges, finish up inputting your scores, and while they do that, I'm going to announce the next videos. Dingo Office Solutions, Dish Champ, Dosis, I'm going to say Dosis, that sounds cooler. FallSafe and Freedom Accounting Software will be the next videos we will be watching. So stay tuned to those videos.
Like most people, my job experience this summer was impacted directly by COVID-19. Most of my interactions with coworkers transitioned to online platforms, and I was curious to see how this had impacted other people. So I created a survey and received responses from over 50 people describing their experiences. 70% of the people I interviewed lacked human interaction, and 80% struggled with accountability. The existing solutions, Zoom and Slack, were trying to solve these problems with meetings and tasks, while InterGuard was using invasive software to moderate employees. I knew there had to be a more natural way. Introducing Dingo Office Solutions, bringing your home to the office. The platform signs you in when you clock in for work and keeps you on private mode until someone knocks at your desk. This instant connection allows you to naturally interact with your coworkers, asking and answering questions, having light conversations, and communicating quick pieces of information without having to type out paragraphs. It also allows managers to have low-stress, non-invasive check-ins with their working-from-home employees to follow up on their work. The market for online communication platforms is at an all-time high. Experts anticipate that the already $20 billion market will balloon to $50 billion by 2024 as working from home becomes a natural part of corporate America. This product has the potential to fill a niche in instant communication and will help employees working from home to maximize their efficiency and collaboration. Thank you.
Doing the dishes is the worst, and doing them by hand is even more awful. The standing water, the stinky smell, the dirty sponges. Without a dishwasher, it's so time consuming. People spend about 4.5 hours a week doing dishes, and that's a lot of time doing something you hate. But if you are a renter or can't afford a dishwasher, you're out of luck. The U.S. Energy Information Administration estimates that over 30% of homes within the U.S. do not have dishwashers. That's roughly 42.8 million households. Now, looking outside the U.S., independent research groups predict that certain markets, such as Brazil, will have fast-growing dishwasher markets over the next 5 years. My research agrees. I sent a survey out to Sao Paulo, Brazil last week and got over 100 responses. 84% responded they would purchase my innovative product. Now, at an affordable price, determined by how much respondents themselves said they were willing to pay, even if we only managed to reach just 10% of those people who don't have dishwashers in the US and Brazil, we would be looking at $1.9 trillion of revenue. I present to you DishChamp, the economical dishwasher that sits in your sink. It's perfect for people who live in small apartments or can't afford to install a big dishwashing unit. With an adjustable silicone hose attachment that fits over any faucet and joining right into your sink, this affordable and compact washer cuts out the middleman and gets the job done quickly and efficiently.
Weird doses. When I was 10, my world changed. I had a friend come over for a sleepover on a Wednesday night, unheard of, and he didn't really want to play though because his dad was being arrested. His dad had accidentally gotten addicted to his opioid prescription, and because of that, his son grew up without a dad, and it was completely preventable. So our solution, it is a dispenser that releases 1 dose of medication exactly when prescribed. There's this slippery slope for patients where 1 in 4 misuse their prescription, and that leads to all these other behaviors. Lots of solutions out in the market focus on the abuse and on heroin, but we want to stop accidental addiction at the misuse stage. We polled over 200 people on multiple surveys, and 40% said, yes, I want to buy this. We were encouraged by this, but we think we can increase our impact by selling it to opioid companies as well. The reason they would want to work with us is because they're being served lawsuits left and right, and they're losing. They're losing so much money. And by pairing with us, instead of saying, it's just not our fault, they're able to say, we aren't responsible for patients misusing our products, but even if we were, here's a safeguard. From a top-down approach for our market share, the important number is 145 million opioid prescriptions, but really for an early stage, the bottom-up market approach is way better. Ours focuses on small pilot programs in the beginning, transitioning into partnerships later down the road. For Dosis, remember, it's a Pez dispenser with a timer and a lock. Over the last 15 months, we've pitched it dozens of times. This is our 5th prototype. We've gone undercover and talked to drug dealers, but that's a different story. And we know this will make a difference. It should have been done 20 years ago, but it wasn't. So we're stepping up because no life should crumble because of a doctor.
I have a question for you. What is the leading cause of fatal and non-fatal injuries for older Americans? The answer is falls. Here's some statistics. You can read through them if you'd like, but 1 in 4 seniors fall every year. 81% of fall injuries occur in the bathroom, and there are over 27,000 deaths annually. That's 1 senior falling every 11 seconds and 1 dying every 19 minutes. Let that sink in. Now, obviously, this is a huge market with large market capitalization and spending power. And there are products out there that try to prevent falls, such as railings on tubs, walk-in tubs, and there are aftercare facilities such as rehab, but these simply aren't filling the need. Enter FallSafe, innovations to save lives and medical expenditures. We are here to make falls safer for seniors. We operate on 3 assumptions. First, seniors will fall. Second, we can make those falls safer. Third, our products will work. Our products include the soft tub and catch floor. The soft tub is a bathtub that you can drop a plate in and that plate will not break. It's made out of plastic and foam, and its engineering is designed such that a senior can fall and will not bruise or have internal injuries. Next comes the catch floor. The catch floor has 2 layers, the first being an interlocking series of holes and the second being a mold-resistant flooring. So a senior can step out of the bath slippery and slick, and all that water will run off of them through the holes onto the second layer of the mat, making it such that the floor is never wet and they will not fall. We know that these products will work and that we will change and save lives. Thank you.
Every company is collecting as much data as they can, but their systems can't transform that data into something useful for them. So data entry clerks, accounts payable clerks, accounts receivable clerks, all of these positions have tons of vacancies for anyone who wants to enter and transform data. But nobody actually wants to do that. Nobody wants to enter the data. No one wants to be a data entry clerk. Nobody wants to transform the data. So there's an entire industry being born in which we automate this process. We get all the financial data and we don't need people to do it. This is an industry that's growing pretty quickly. It is right now estimated to be worth $3.5 billion and is estimated to almost double to $6 billion in just a matter of a few years. There's also not a lot of players in this market right now. Fiserv is owning the financial automation market, while Bottomline Technologies and Bill.com have a stake in the accounting automation market, but nobody's really bridged the gap between the two. We still have to hire massive numbers of employees to get this information from multiple systems into one place where we can actually use it. And here comes Freedom. Freedom is automation software that bridges the gap between bank and business, ensuring that all financial data is tied together and available for use to the company, all while reducing headcount and freeing up employees' time to do more meaningful and value-added work. It's cost reduction and efficiency gain.
Let me know. Yeah? Hey, are we back? I think we're back. Awesome. Welcome back to the Big Idea Pitch. We just saw well, before this, judges, it's time for you to input scoring. So while I entertain our beautiful guest, input your scores. Thank you so much. The last videos we saw were Dingo, is that how you say it? Yeah, Dingo, or whatever, Bingo was the name of. Dingo Office Solutions, Dischamp, DOSIS, FallSafe, and Freedom Accounting Software. Those were the last 5 ones that we saw. They were amazing. Good job, guys. And I want to talk to you guys a little bit about student advisors. Student advisors is another one of the resources we have here at the Rollins Center. At the Rollins Center, you can come into our office or online at rollins.byu.edu and meet with one of our student advisors. The student advisors will help you think about or think of a business idea. They will help you bring your idea from kind of just a thought in your head to an actual thought out plan. These are students who have worked with entrepreneurs before and who know what they're doing. In order to learn more about these student advisors and how you can access them for free, go to rollinscenter.youcanbook.me. These student advisors are really helpful, and they have helped me to further my ideas. We are almost up to the time where we're going to go to our next videos. Judges, please finish up your scoring. The judges probably hate me by now because I'm telling them to rush, but I'm just a messenger. The next 5 companies we are going to be listening to are Fruitful Plastic, Impact One, KidBiz, Organogen, and Palm Reader. There are some really interesting names in this list. But yeah, we're going to be listening to them in a bit. I'm going to say again the link for the prizes, guys. The next prizes that we are going to give away are, the next prize is pretty cool. I think it's our smartwatch. Again, not our Apple Watch. We do not have that kind of money. We want to support your businesses, not Apple. Well, we support Apple. I don't know. I'm not the boss. The link is bit.ly/BIP prizes. bit.ly/BIP prizes. Go ahead and enter that if you have not already, and you're entering into our drawing. And I think we're going to cut to our videos right about now. Thank you for watching.
In the U.S., we produce 35 million tons of plastic waste every calendar cycle. This is awful. That plastic then pollutes our land and oceans for 1,000 years. That means that 30 generations from now, people will still be suffering from the plastic we produce today. I want to do more, and over 70% of Americans are concerned about pollution and would like to do more. This number is only ever rising. I'm Sam Adali, and this is where my company, Fruitful Plastics, comes in. We intend on recycling plastic efficiently to create 3D printer filament. We would then sell this filament to 3D printing hobby users, makerspaces, and businesses across the country that print products every day. This technology was already made possible by researchers at the U.S. Army Laboratory. They used plastic waste from water bottles and yogurt containers and other waste materials to create useful tools for the Army. Furthermore, Over 2/3 of Americans said they would pay a premium if it means they get to purchase an eco-friendly product. These are the type of customers we want to reach out to, and the businesses that serve these customers. Eventually, we hope to create a high-quality plastic that is so superior that people don't even need to buy it for the eco-friendly aspects. Together, we can take harmful waste and plastic like this and fuel innovation like this.
You may have heard of a new niche that's emerged the past decade called impact investing. A lot of the times, these high net worth investors, yes, they like to get a return, but a lot of the times they're looking for more than just an ROI. They're looking for impact, a way to enact some sort of positive change in the world. They're looking for that in addition to a high return. And the good news for them is that they can go and invest their money into an impact fund. But the problem is, the average investor can't. There are a lot of people who are not high net worth individuals who still want to participate in impact investing. But currently, they simply can't. Think about how much more money could be going to socially good investments if we could bridge that gap. A lot of people are moving their money into impact. They want to be part of a social change. And since 2009, the global impact investing market has grown from $50 billion to $500 billion. That's 10x over the past 10 years. More and more people are catching this wave, and others don't want to miss out. So how can we get them involved? Our solution is Impact One.
With Impact One, anyone can invest and make a positive change with as little as $20. Impact One is lending-based and will be the first of its kind in the US. Here's how it works. You invest by lending to projects and businesses of your choice. You create measurable impact alongside other like-minded investors, and you make money by receiving your initial investment back plus a predefined interest, just like with traditional bonds. Your investment can become more than making money. Invest in something you care about.
My 7-year-old daughter, Cherry Ann, started making beaded lanyards to be paired with masks. Within a few weeks, she had almost $400 of orders outstanding. She struggled to keep track of her orders and expenses. As I talked with other parents, I learned that many kids are operating legitimate businesses, but there isn't an app to help them stay organized. Kids take cash. Many buyers don't carry cash. Kids aren't sure exactly what it costs to make what they're selling. Parents try to explain, but it's painful. How would a kid know what COGS is anyways? Kids are making real money, yet usually the best guidance they have for a savings plan is a piggy bank. 41% of kids surveyed in 5th through 12th grades say they plan to start their own businesses. There are about 15 million kids in middle and high school in the US, and 4% already have their own business. This means the market is huge and will continue to grow as technology makes that opportunity more accessible. This is where KidBiz comes in. KidBiz helps kids run their business while teaching financial literacy, like how gross profit isn't actually yucky. It's what they get to keep after covering their cost of goods. Kids will also be able to set a short-term, long-term, and charitable savings goal. Eventually, KidBiz will become the money management platform for kids where they can donate directly to charity and invest their long-term savings. Let's empower the next generation to be the entrepreneurs they dream of becoming.
Pharmaceutical testing is a big aspect of one of the largest industries on Earth. Unfortunately, current methods of pharmaceutical testing present a number of problems. For one, it is a costly and fairly risky process. As well, the results aren't always generalizable to all populations, and there are high-risk populations for whom the current process doesn't work very well. And it is a process that also generates a great deal of controversy for companies, from animal rights activists and the like. It's a massive market. Biopharmaceutical companies spend billions on research and development, and the worldwide pharmaceutical market tops out at over $1.3 trillion. As well, the median cost of just trials and testing alone for a single new drug is approximately $20 million. When considering the levels of risk and controversy involved in the current process, it's clear that there is a large opportunity for a change in the market. With Organogen, we are developing accurate 3D models of human organs using primary derived cells. This allows us to create high-fidelity, low-cost organ models on which drug mechanisms can be tested during these early stages of drug development. The Organogen process also allows for the possibility of using organoid models grown from the patient's own cells, allowing for personalized drug testing with populations at a higher risk for adverse side effects.
Over 115 million people worldwide are both deaf and blind. The combination of being deaf and blind results in many challenges in being able to communicate with the outside world and being independent. Currently, one of the common methods that the deaf and blind use to communicate is using their finger to spell out words on the palm of another's hand and then having that person use their finger to write a response in their own palm. This still has many limitations in allowing them to be independent and communicate. As a solution to this, I've developed what I call the palm reader. Let's look at a normal communication situation where someone's talking to someone who's deaf and blind. Starts out by them saying a message to the person. Then the palm reader, which the person who's deaf and blind wears, it looks like a smart watch, using its microphone, listens and picks up on that message that the person said, and uses a rolling magnetic ball on the backside to spell out that message on the back of the wrist of the deaf and blind person. This person can then understand the message that was spoken to them, and using their finger, write on the touchscreen of the watch a response message, which the watch speakers will then output, and they can then successfully communicate.
Welcome back, guys. Okay, we just saw 5 amazing businesses. Judges, you know exactly what time it is. Please input your scores. We got to get the show on the road. The show is on the road. We've been on the road for a little bit now, but I think it's time for a prize giveaway. Again, audience, if you guys can do a drum roll, please. Please, drum roll. Thank you. Our winner is Dallin Bleak. Dallin, congratulations. You have won not an Apple Watch, but a smartwatch of some kind. I don't know what it is, but it is nice. Congratulations. We're going to reach out to you, Dallin. Do not come into the office. Well, you can come into the office if you want to learn about student advisors and stuff like that, but we will reach out to you on how to get the prize to you safely. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about the next 5 videos as the judges finish scoring. Again, if you're brand new to the live stream, BIP, I don't even know. bit.ly/BIP prizes is how you enter to win the prizes. The next 5 businesses are, oh goodness, Phage Express, Press Fluoro, Rare Disease Registry, Real-Time Utilities, and Smart Health. Those are the 5 videos that we will be learning about next. So I think we're cutting there now. Thank you.
During this 90-second video, 4 people somewhere in the world will die of tuberculosis. This year alone, 1.7 million people will die of this disease, and roughly 1.8 billion people around the world have been infected. This is devastating. Tuberculosis is curable, but it takes money and time. It costs roughly $2,000 per person to treat this disease, and it takes roughly 6 to 9 months of expensive medication. That's a total market size of $3 trillion today. But there is a better way, and that is through phage. Phage are viruses that infect bacteria, and they've been successfully used in the country of Georgia for years to treat bacterial diseases. The FDA approved their first phage therapy last year in 2019. And I believe that a phage therapy should be developed for tuberculosis, but some of you might be thinking, can a startup really do this? Sounds like more of a big pharmaceutical company project. And I believe, yes, a startup can definitely do this. The technology already exists. We already have phages to cure these diseases. And of course, we have patients. All we need now is an innovative biotech company to bridge the gap, to refine and to market these technologies. And that is what I would like to create. Thank you.
One of the most important things to a bride on her wedding day is her wedding bouquet. The most common things to do with a wedding bouquet post-wedding is either hang dry it and just leave it to throw away later, throw it away within a couple days, or preserve it in a shadow box that's super bulky and not very modern looking at all. My solution is to press, preserve, and frame wedding bouquets so that they can stay forever. What I have found is that this is a modern way to preserve wedding bouquets, and margins up to 12x, and the revenue in the wedding industry is massive. Brides have responded super well with 40,000 impressions per week on social media, as well as a clear defined market of females under the age of 34 in the United States, more towards Utah, Western states, and Eastern states. There is great room for scalability. I know the process, I know how to teach others, and it is clear that with the marketing so far I've done and the response that there is much more market to be reached. Thank you.
Rare disease communities are a vastly underserved group, but better data management will help them. These are children on awareofangels.com. 3 out of 10 of them will not live to see their 5th birthday, and 95% have no treatment options. 400 million people in the world live with rare diseases, more than the number with cancer and AIDS combined. Half have no support group. The facts about rare diseases are grim, but on the bright side, in 2017, the FDA approved the first gene therapy, so now's the time to accelerate our efforts. Let's use KIF1A as an example. A mutation on that gene causes a rare disease that affects 200 children, and there are currently no treatments. A treatment for KIF1A would generate $1 million in revenue per year per patient, and experts say there are 7,000 such diseases. If only 10% are treatable, the market for treating rare diseases is $140 billion per year. Revenue sharing with patients would help care for these children. Our solution is a disease registry service to help accelerate treatment options. We will streamline data collection for precursor studies and automate collection of data from EHRs. We'll also do genetic testing and engage with pharma who will buy this data to help develop treatments. This is easily scalable as we work with more and more disease communities who are super easy to work with. We want treatments, and so do they. We have expertise in discovering genetic diseases, and now it's time to treat them. Thank you.
I'd like to start by asking you all a few questions. Do any of you know how much your utilities bill increases each time you watch TV or a movie? Which utilities category, including electricity, internet, gas, or water, is the most expensive in your apartment or home? How much money do you spend each day for your air conditioner? If you're like most Americans, you probably don't have an answer to any of those questions, and that is because we have very limited transparency with the companies that power our homes, which leads us to have no idea how much energy, water, or money we're wasting. Instead, we all receive that surprise bill at the end of the month without a clue of what we're actually paying for. The utilities industry has remained the same for decades. People still have that old meter on the side of their homes that track utility usage, but nobody knows how to read that. In this modern age of technology, simplicity, and convenience, it's time to disrupt the industry. That's why I'm creating Util, which allows you to track your utilities in real time. This easy-to-use application is connected with the meter on the side of your house and will display the information simply, so you could open the app, for example, and see how much electricity you're using right now. This app would show you days or months which are most expensive for you, and also divide the utilities into categories so you could see where you are spending the most. These tools will help you know where you could cut back on and know exactly how much money you'll be paying at the end of each month. Not only would this diminish the waste of energy, water, and other important resources, but it allows people to see where they could be saving money, giving everyone the awareness and resources to be intentional with their utilities.
Hello, my name is Graham Lindsay. I'm a nursing major, business minor, and gerontology minor here at BYU. The product I'll be pitching today is Smart Health. Here's the problem. 63% of Americans have no idea where their medical data is stored. They often lack quick access to vaccination history, prescriptions, and existing health conditions, all of which is important information to know when receiving medical treatment, or even just when taking over-the-counter drugs. 1/3 of Americans forget which drugs they take. They're often confused about the similar names of drugs, how long the prescriptions last, what the correct dosages are, and how frequently they need to take the drug. In fact, 7,000 to 9,000 Americans die each year from medication error, and hundreds of thousands more have adverse reactions to drugs. Americans want to take charge of their health information. They want quick and easy access to their health records, as well as the ability to instantly provide this information to qualified healthcare professionals when they visit hospitals and clinics. The solution is Smart Health. It's an easy-to-use app that anyone can download onto their smartphone. It stores all health records and automatically updates and instantly transfers patient records when they leave the hospital or go from clinic to clinic, saving them from having to fill out long forms and questionnaires every time they need medical help. The information is encrypted and HIPAA compliant. This product will remind patients about their prescriptions and other health needs, drastically decreasing medication and health procedural errors. Download the app today and stop being in the dark about your own health care.
What time it is. Please input your scores. Just a couple comments from the comment section here. Apparently I look like someone or act like someone from The Good Place. This is The Good Place. You are at Brigham Young University at the Rollins Center. So yeah, welcome to The Good Place. We are going to go and talk a little bit about mentors while the judges do their things. At the Rollins Center, yet another resource is access to these amazing mentors. Mentors can be, we have a couple mentors. One is professional mentors, legal mentors, and intellectual property mentors. So if you're dealing with, you don't know the legality of things, of how to do a patent, or you don't know, hey, is my business or is my idea feasible? Is it legal? Can I, do this thing that kind of sounds shady? Do not do anything shady, but come meet with our legal mentors, our intellectual property mentors, and our professional mentors, which are entrepreneurs, professional entrepreneurs who have started many businesses and can help you out past the student advisors. And you can get there using the link bit.ly/Rollins Mentoring. bit.ly/Rollins Mentoring. Again, we're going to do another giveaway after this set of videos. And after this set of videos, we're going to be done with the big idea pitch. We're going to announce the winners. But yeah, let's learn about the next videos. The next videos are smart toothbrush, teammate, the Dia Buddy bag, the right fit, and true lockbox. Those are our next videos, and we'll cut to those now.
Imagine this. You brush your teeth and get to bed early, prepping for your full day of work, appointments, and whatever else you have planned tomorrow. You wake up feeling sick. You had no signs of sickness last night. You had no way of knowing this, and now your full day of important, productive things is ruined. This has happened to all of us. If only you could have foreseen your sickness so you could either plan for a day off or even prevent the sickness from coming on. Especially in the world today with the effects of COVID-19, you'd be much more prepared for your 2-week quarantine if you were told beforehand you were about to contract the coronavirus. And that's what the smart toothbrush does. It runs a variety of tests on your saliva each time you brush, notifying you via an app when your saliva levels are abnormal. Scientists have found that we can measure nearly all body health levels from saliva tests. This toothbrush will not only be able to notify you of abnormal health stats, but predict what sicknesses may be coming on with proper prevention methods. And there we have it, a toothbrush that will warn you when you might be catching a cold, virus, or other sickness so you can plan accordingly.
Starting next year, collegiate athletes will have the opportunity to profit from their name, image, and likeness. This ruling enables us to solve a big problem. We have identified that younger athletes don't have access to consistent, affordable training from local athletes who have made it to the next level. Now more than ever, parents are looking for a way to give their kids a competitive edge as youth sports intensify. This is consistent with both personal experience and numerous interviews that we have conducted. In addition, our research indicates that collegiate athletes lack the time and resources to consistently schedule training sessions. Those who have trained previously feel uncomfortable asking for money and are unsure of how to price the training sessions.
With 30 million youth athletes and 500,000 collegiate athletes, this is a huge market. As shown in the graphic, families tend to spend anywhere from $100 to $2,000 a month per child on athletics. Each collegiate athlete with whom we spoke indicated that there was a demand for their expertise, both in their hometown and their university. Trainees have consistently expressed a desire to learn from college stars and to receive a mentor in the process.
Our solution is Teammate, a simple, easy-to-use platform that connects aspiring young athletes with collegiate athletes. Our mission is to facilitate positive relationships and provide affordable quality training. Our website allows young athletes and their parents to scroll through the profiles of our athletes by location, sport, and position. They can then schedule a time slot for training sessions, or even request the athlete's appearance at an event such as a birthday party. The Teammate system makes payment easy and eliminates any awkward transaction between parents, kids, and athletes. For our student athletes, it couldn't be easier to make some extra money while both studying and competing. Simply schedule your availability and Teammate does the rest. We'll let you know when you have a client scheduled. All you have to do is show up and train.
My sister was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when she was 11. Type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune disease where your pancreas stops producing insulin. There are about 1.6 million people in America with type 1 diabetes, and around 40,000 more are diagnosed every year. The only way to treat this is through insulin therapy. It's a process that requires a lot of supplies. I've seen my sister and others like her struggle to fit all their supplies in one bag and frequently misplace them. So there has to be a better way to lighten the load and keep everything together. That's when it hit me. I can make the supplies smaller. I will make the insulin pens and finger pricks retractable, reducing their size to merely half an inch larger than the vial or prick. I could also make the large glucose tablets into thin sheets that dissolve on your tongue. But now that I discovered a way to reduce the size of some of the supplies, I need a smaller way to store them as well. So I designed the DiaBuddy bag. This small bag has compartments for nearly every item that diabetics need. Insulin stops working if it gets too hot or too cold, so with the bag's cooling system, it'll keep the insulin at the right temperature all day long. The insulin pouches are detachable, so you can quickly transfer them to and from the fridge. And the bag also contains a convenient wallet and extra zipper pouch on the outside for any personal items. Its adjustable straps allow it to be worn on one shoulder, across the body, as a backpack, or as a clutch. With the DiaBuddy bag, diabetics can keep everything organized in one place and never have to worry about their insulin going bad ever.
I started running when I was in middle school and continued running into high school, but oftentimes ran into roadblocks as I would experience an injury such as shin splints. I started researching and trying many different brands to get rid of the pain I was experiencing, but found no luck until I actually went to a running store and they evaluated my feet and running form and then brought me different pairs of shoes that fit my running style. Right now, it is difficult to go into stores as many are closed or we may not feel comfortable entering them, so I am proposing an at-home service app called The Right Fit. The Right Fit would be able to do everything you do in stores, so you would video yourself walking and running a couple of times, and from that it would be able to evaluate the placement of your feet when you run and then provide you with a list of potential brands that you can choose from that fit your analyzed movement. We want to partner with different running companies over the US to develop a program that will allow you to ship a couple of different brands to try. After trying them out, if they feel good, you keep the pair you like and return the other pairs, and if not, you can send them all back and we will send you more to try until you find the right match for you. After using the app, you will be able to get the right shoe and hit the ground running.
It's scary to think that Salt Lake is number 2 in the US when it comes to stolen packages. More than 25% of Americans have experienced package theft. On the daily, 1.7 million packages are stolen. That's $25 million in product. Over the course of a year, that's $9 billion. What's really bad is that the average value of a stolen package is $100 to $200, and 30% of victims don't receive any compensation for the stolen package. And what's scary is that people are walking down the street and see these packages available, and that's why they decide to take them. It's a crime of opportunity. There have been several studies done on package thefts in the US. They found that 1 in 5 people have taken a sick or vacation day so they could be home when the package is delivered. Now you know they're worried about it being stolen. The most common solution is doorbell cameras, but in reality, all they do is catch the person on tape. They don't do anything to prevent them from taking it. And even though they catch them on tape, most of the time, they are not able to catch the person or the package. And on average, consumers spend about $190 to prevent package thefts. And that's where we come in. With True Lockbox, a delivery person is able to put a package in the box as shown here. And that eliminates the people walking by to be able to see the opportunity to steal the package. With our design, even if they decide to look into the box, they will not be able to take it out because each panel is on its own hinge, eliminating the ability to take it out and eliminating the opportunity for the crime to happen.
Welcome back, guys. Judges, you know what time it is. Please enter your scores. And while they do that, I want to tell you guys a little bit more about the resources available here in the Rollins Center. And this is specifically the clubs that we have. We have various clubs in the Rollins Center. Again, you can see the Rollins Center as kind of like an umbrella that has a lot of different resources inside of it. It's not like a club. It's a center that has a lot of different things inside of it. One of these things being the BYU E-Club. The BYU E-Club is the entrepreneurship club here on campus. They host a lot of different events. A lot of really amazing entrepreneurs come in and speak to us at the E-Club. We do workshops and events and everything to make you a better entrepreneur. On the same vein is the Women in Entrepreneurship Club. The Women in Entrepreneurship Club is helping and is dedicated to making the best women entrepreneurs in the entire world. It features a panel of amazing women entrepreneurs who are here to train the women here at BYU to how to be amazing entrepreneurs. I think the most amazing event I went to last year, well, I didn't go there. I sadly couldn't because it was yoga and some sort of like bowls, fruit bowls. It was amazing. I couldn't go though because I'm not a woman. So, anyways, women, please sign up for the Women Entrepreneurship Club. Is we.byu.edu, and you can also find the BYU E-Club's website on our website at rollins.byu.edu. Okay, pay attention, guys. This is something that's really important to me. We have a podcast. I don't know if you guys know that, but I am the host. If you love my performance here tonight, if you weren't here for the amazing businesses, but you were here for me, first of all, thank you. I love you. And second of all, listen to our Rollins Center podcast called The Student Entrepreneurs. If you guys ever heard of how I built this, The Student Entrepreneur is basically exactly that, but with BYU students. I myself interview amazing BYU alumni who have started businesses and share their stories, their insights, kind of the crazy things that they've done to start their businesses. Our hope is that you can listen to this podcast and learn how to start a business or learn how to grow your current business. You can find this on Spotify or Apple or wherever you get your podcast at. Okay, we are here for the Big Kahuna giveaway. We're giving away a Google Nest Home. This is a tablet with a really nice speaker attached to it. I don't know what it does, but it does something nice. And our winner is, audience, if you guys can give me a drum roll, please. Even if you're home alone, give me a drum roll. The winner is Katie Hall. Katie Hall, congratulations. We will contact you about how to receive your prize. All right. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about what's next. So you came to this competition and either you competed or you didn't win anything, or you just found this link somewhere in the internet. These are the next competitions that we're doing. The first one is the app competition. October 8th at 6 p.m. is our kickoff. So you can go and find out more information at appcomp.byu.edu. And then after that is our business model competition kickoff, October 14th, 6 p.m. And then you can learn more about that at miller.byu.edu. The app comp, basically, it's pretty simple. You come up with an idea for an app. You don't have to be a developer. You don't have to have some fancy degree in computer science. All you have to have is an idea, and then kind of submit your idea. And then the business model competition is a little bit kind of just like the big idea pitch, but more in validating the businesses that you already have. Let's see. I think that, so app competition kickoff, October 8th, 6 p.m. And then, so what we want to talk a little bit about is what is going on for the donors. The donors, we love you guys. Thank you for donating to the Rollins Center and for making everything happen. This wouldn't be possible without you guys. Sorry. I wish you could see what's going on. We're trying to Fix them. This. Okay. Okay. I need to... That was part of the show. I got a text message. The judges said that they needed more time. Anyways, okay, donors, pay attention. Sorry that we kind of got sidetracked there. Investors Day is October 9th from 9:30 to 11:30, and then we're going to have a keynote speaker night from 6 p.m. October 22nd. That's going to be Winnie Johnson. If you want to find out more, go to foundersconference.com. Okay, I think we are good to go with the College Best Idea Awards. Sorry, guys. Whew, I wish you could have been here. It was really funny. But I hope you guys are enjoying this. I hope you're laughing with me, not necessarily at me. I think we're going to go ahead and announce the College Best Idea Award. So we're not going to the top 10 yet or the top 30. This is just the winners for the best ideas in the different colleges. Number one, business. The winner for the business is Content Lab. Spencer Williams, congratulations. Engineering is APR/L, Nathan Coleman. The Family Home of Social Sciences, or something like that. I think that's DOS's, Caleb Greaves. The Fine Arts and Communication, Better Balance by Madison Bacon, congratulations. The Humanities is Lotus Books, Hannah Rogers. Nursing is Smart Health by Graham Lindsay. And we have two more. Life Sciences, Oregano Gen by Brandon Emery. I don't know how to say that last name, but Brandon, good job on that. And then Physical Science and Math is Dish Champ by Morgan Hurst. I think we're going to go on a little commercial break, and while we tab up the things that are happening, let us see. Give us a second. Oh, yeah, I've been talking about the Rollins Center, and you guys don't even know where it is. The Rollins Center is on the 4th floor of the Tanner Building. I think it's room 474? 470. I've worked here for a year and a half. I don't know how I got here. Honestly, don't know why they made me the host of this show. I don't know anything. Okay, I think the honorable mentions are in. Are you guys ready? Drum roll, please. You guys ready? Okay. The winners of, honorable mentions from number 11 through 30 are 7 Days, Adapt Glasses, APR/L, Bashies, Bounce Computing Project, Content Lab, Dingo Office Solutions, Dischamp, Freedom Accounting Software, Fruitful Plastic, Impact One, KidBiz. I like that one. KidBiz, that's a cool one. Palm Reader, Phage Express. I didn't know what phage was. Apparently there's something that have to do with microbes. Okay. Press Floral, Flower Preservation, Real Time Utilities, Smart Toothbrush, Teammate, the Dia Buddy Bag, and the Right Fit. Those are our honorable mentions. Congratulations. You have won $200. That is 11 through 30. All right. We're going to read numbers 10 through 6. Drum roll, please. Coming in from 10 through 6. Code Health, Data Dashboard, FallSafe, Rare Disease Registry Service, and True Lockbox. All right. We're going to let that sit in. Congratulations on winning even more money. I don't really know how much money you guys won, but you guys won a lot. More than I did tonight. It's more than I'm getting paid. So congratulations. And we have received the results for our top 10 winners of the Big Idea Pitch. Are we good to read them? Okay. You guys ready? Coming in at number 5, Smart Health. Coming in at number 4, Automobile. Coming in at number 3, Oregano Gen. And coming in at number 2, Better Balance. And our winner of the number 1 Big Idea Pitch is DOS's. Congratulations. It's really been a pleasure to be with you guys here today, and we are grateful for your participation in the Big Idea Pitch. You've laughed with us, you've cried with us, you've gone through the whole technical spiel. It's not easy, but you competed and you won. We invite you to not only apply for app competition, not only to come in and listen to our mentors, come into the Rollins Center, listen to the podcast, come in and be part of the Rollins Center atmosphere and ecosphere. We're grateful for you guys, and we are thankful for your participation. Have a good night. See you guys.